everyone, it's Saturday, September 27th, 2025. Thanks for spending part of your weekend with me. Today we're doing a special in-depth episode on one story with big stakes for campuses and early careers. Senator Chuck Grassley is urging the Department of Homeland Security to stop work permits for F1 students, effectively targeting the optional practical training program. Let's take a careful, calm look at what happened, why it matters, and how to plan your next steps. Here's the news. In a public post, Senator Grassley argued that student work authorizations are in direct violation of the law, warned about tech and corporate espionage, and said foreign graduates gain an unfair edge over U.S. workers because of cost differences. He says he sent a letter to DHS asking for an immediate end to these authorizations. That's a strong ask, aimed squarely at OPT, the program that lets international students work in jobs related to their major, either during school or after graduation. Most students get up to 12 months of OPT. Graduates in STEM fields can apply for an extra 24 months. Supporters call this a training bridge that turns classroom learning into real-world skills. Critics say it can undercut new American grads and pose security risks for sensitive companies. A quick reality check. As of today, nothing has changed. OPT remains in place. DHS would have to decide whether to act on the letter, and any attempt to end or rewrite OPT would likely involve a formal rulemaking process, public comments, and almost certainly lawsuits. Courts have previously upheld DHS's authority to allow practical training for F1 students, though opponents continue to challenge that view, so the path forward, if any, would be long and contested. So what should students and advisors do now? First, stay the course and follow existing rules. If you're nearing graduation, remember the key OPT filing window. You can apply up to 90 days before your program end date, and no later than 60 days after, as long as your DSO has recommended OPT in SEVIS and updated your I-20. For the STEM extension, apply up to 90 days before your current OPT ends. Make sure your employer uses E-Verify, and keep your I-983 training plan updated. If your employer registers you for an H-1B in the spring and you're selected, the CAP gap can extend your F1 and work authorization through September 30th, which is a critical date to mark on your calendar. Employers, double-check export control and data access protocols because security is part of this debate and compliance matters. On the cost issue, here's what the senator is pointing to. Many F1 students on OPT are exempt from certain payroll taxes for a limited time under tax rules for non-resident students, and employers don't pay the matching share during that period. Supporters say that's temporary and offset by the training value. Critics say it creates a hiring preference. On security, supporters point to background checks and export control screenings. Critics argue risk still exists in sensitive sectors. It's a real, nuanced debate, and it's why emotions are running high on campuses and in hiring teams. What happens next? Watch for any DHS statement, and if they open rulemaking, there will be a public comment period, an important chance for students, universities, and employers to weigh in. Until then, your best move is to plan within the current rules. Talk to your DSO early, track your filing windows, keep documents organized, and communicate with your employer about timelines and E-Verify status. Don't panic, but do prepare. That's our deep dive for today. The headline: OPT is under political pressure, but today it remains in effect. Stay informed, protect your timelines, and keep your options open. For clear explainers and updates, visit visaverge.com, and we'll keep you posted as this develops.